There are cities so old, so powerful, their names still echo through time. And then, there are cities that vanished. Completely. No ruins, no maps, no goodbye. This is the story of 5 ancient cities that disappeared from history. Some say by war, others by magic. And a few, they were never meant to be found. Astara, the city of mirrors. They called it Astara, a city built of polished obsidian and silver. Located deep in the Andes, it was said to reflect the sky so perfectly, it became invisible to outsiders. Legend says the people of Astara worshipped a sky god who taught them how to bend light. They didn't just hide from enemies, they erased themselves from the eyes of the world. When Spanish conquistadors marched toward it in the 1500s, native scouts claimed the city shimmered, then vanished. Nothing was ever found. No stones, no bones. Just a single mirror, buried in volcanic ash, reflecting nothing. Dir Ka'al, the desert sanctuary. In the heart of the Sahara, beyond the dunes known to swallow entire caravans, stood Dir Ka'al, a lush oasis city powered by underground aqueducts, older than any known civilization. Arabian merchants described towers made of red stone and gardens that bloomed in the sand. But one year the traders stopped coming back. A lone survivor stumbled into Cairo, delirious. He claimed the desert had moved, yes, moved, and swallowed Dir Ka'al whole. When explorers returned to the location, it was gone. Not buried, just not there. Satellite scans today still show no trace, just a strange heat signature pulsing beneath the dunes. Varelia, the forest kingdom. Deep within the jungles of Borneo, tribes speak of Varelia, a kingdom ruled by plant whisperers. They say the jungle obeyed the people of Varelia. Vines would part, animals would guide. European explorers in the 1800s documented temples overtaken by flora, but the city itself, always out of reach. Then came the expedition of 1892. Dr. Holtz and his team sent back letters describing golden bridges, living walls, and a queen who spoke in bird calls. And then, silence. Months passed. When a second crew arrived, all they found were journals, pages coated in sap. No bodies, no signs of struggle. Just one final line written by Holtz. The forest is waking up. Kalam Arks, the floating fortress. High in the Tibetan mountains, monks tell of Kalam Arks, the fortress in the clouds. Built atop cliffs so steep only birds could reach it, the city was said to float when the wind was right. Ancient scrolls claim it held relics from before the Great Flood. Technology not even modern science can explain. In 1947, a British pilot flying over the Himalayas reported seeing a glowing citadel suspended in mist, then vanishing in a flash of light. When they sent a team, the coordinates led them to nothing, not even a rock formation. But satellite imaging decades later revealed a shadow in the sky, hovering not on land, but in the air. To this day, monks say Kalam Ark still exists, only visible to those who seek it without wanting to find it. Noctera, the city of the moon. And finally, there's Noctera, a city that only appears under a full moon, in a place no map dares mark. Sailors once spoke of an island that wasn't there by day, but shimmered like crystal when the moon rose. They say its people were pale, with silver eyes, and spoke in tones that made men dream of home. But every ship that anchored there was never seen again. Only their logs remained, floating miles from shore, soaked in salt water and filled with the same phrase, "We followed the moon too far." 5 cities, no ruins, no proof, only echoes in stone, sand, jungle, and sky. Maybe they were swallowed by time, maybe they still exist, just not in our world anymore. So next time you look at the clouds, the trees, or the horizon, ask yourself, what's really out there? And more importantly, what's waiting to be found?